Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk about yearly prep and weekend race prep. So I've got all the stuff here that I need to do for the weekend prep, and we'll talk about the stuff that we do at the beginning of the year as well. So we'll get right into it. Let's start with yearly prep. So I tend to do this once a year. You can probably get by doing it once every other year. Um, just kind of a preference for me. Transmission fluid, like I said, once a year. It takes about 2 quarts of fluid in the Miata. I'm not going to show you how to do that. It's plenty of videos on that. It's pretty straightforward. I like to use Redline MT90. Some people like to use Ford Motorcraft Unicorn Blood, as they call it. But Redline MT90 for me is how that goes. This jug will last me a couple of years. Diff fluid. So I have an open diff. I don't have a torsion, but I just use pretty much anything that's on sale at the parts store. So right now we have Lucas 7590 gear oil. Again, you can do this once a year. The open diffs, you could probably do like once every 5 years, honestly. They're not super picky. But yeah, any old 7590 diff lube will do. Beginning of the year, I like to flush the coolant out. I do keep the car outside, so I have to put antifreeze in over the winter. But just good old couple of gallons of distilled water, and then Redline water wetter. So I run these beginning of the year is typically when I do it, and then that's good for all the events I run in a year. I typically run 3 to 4 events in a year, so that kind of covers yearly prep, beginning of the year prep anyway. So let's move on to weekend prep. So I typically will just do a quick refresh, and I have speed bleeders on, so it's easy to do myself. Just a quick refresh of brake fluid. I like to use ATE Type 200. There's other products you can use. I just like these are pretty easy to find. I also run this in my clutch. Pretty overkill for the clutch, but once you open these things, there's only a little bit left over, so I just pour what's left in the clutch reservoir and bleed it that way. The clutch fluid does darken pretty easily, but I typically like to do that. Just another quick little refresh before the weekend. And then so refresh at the calipers every weekend, and then a full flush once a year. Every other weekend, so every other event basically, I will do an oil change. The oil I'm using right now is Rotella T5 15W40. You can also use the T6 15W40. This is what they had at Walmart, which is why I'm using it. Good product. I run Rotella in my STI as well. So I've been running these guys for a long time, but yeah, very, very good product here, especially when it gets super hot out on the track. And yeah, I mean, that pretty much covers it. So like I said, I try to keep things pretty low budget. Oil change every other weekend, caliper refresh on brake fluid every weekend, flush with distilled water at the beginning of the year, flush the diff lube at the beginning of the year, flush transmission at the beginning of the year. And that pretty much covers it, aside from anything that I might need for safety, belts, helmet, Hans, recertification, anything like that. That covers that. So I'll put some links down below so you can see how to do each of these procedures. Like I said, I'm not going to show you how to do that. Plenty of videos out there on that. This just goes to show you what I do every or for the race prep for the car. So Talk about tires real quick. So I'm running the Toyo Proxies RR. I have 3 sets of these. This set here are the ones that are my scrub tires. So these are old, worn out. I wear these, or put these on the car over the winter. So they wouldn't be good to race anyway. But I do have, typically what I do is I'll take these and strap these down to the car as well. Strap the car onto the trailer with these. And then I have one set of, for this year, one set of new tires, one set of used tires that have about 10 heat cycles on it. So end of the year I'll buy new tires. I'll probably swap out the one that's got 10. So you can see I have mine up on a rack there, and then another little pushable rack there, and then the tires for my BMW. But so yeah, I tend to have one new set of tires, one used set of tires, and then a set of worn out tires that I can store the car on and roll it around. I used to have an OE set of tires, but anyway, I just ran out of storage space. So, and I've got 3 sets of wheels here. So wheels, I actually like these ones a lot. These are the Kose K1 Racing. Good wheel. A lot of people run TR, Tyrek TR Motorsports. These are FN01RCs. I don't think you can buy these anymore. These are really good. One of these is slightly bent, but it seems to balance out okay. I haven't had any problems with these. You can see I tracked my my heat cycles on the tires there. So these ones have 11 heat cycles. Differing opinions on the Toyo RRs. People say they're good to about 20 heat cycles and then tend to get unreliable or anyway, about 20 heat cycles on those. And then for the new set, I have again Toyo Proxies RRs, and then I actually have, these are mounted on John Blode wheels. So a little bit of controversy around these. I haven't had any problems with these wheels. Some people have had cracking issues with them. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that pretty much covers it. So that'll be it for today, and we'll see you out at the track.